Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up and get ready for another edition of the Boom Boom Room. That's right, it's basically WrestleAM with just me, the sexiest man on all internet wrestling radio. That's right, Boom Boom here, shaking the room live from beautiful Omaha, Nebraska. Now, for those of you wondering, yes, I'm actually still alive. I know our hardcore listeners in the internet infantry, you probably haven't seen me for about a week, but we have been fighting severe weather since Monday. I think I've only gone home once this week. The rest of the week I've been working doubles, overtime, all kinds of bad stuff. You've probably seen all it. I know it made headlines over there in the UK, so when it pops up on the Daily Mirror, I know shit's fucking going down. So, but yeah, luckily I came out unscathed. All the bad weather, missed obviously where I live, so I'm here. But decided to kick back this weekend and really do a lot of nothing. Oh, and it was everything I hoped it would be. And one of the things I decided to do was check out Ring of Honor's first ever pay-per-view. No. People are like, whoa, boom, boom. They've done pay-per-views before. No. They've done pay-per-views. This was the legit. You get on DirecTV, Dish Network, what have you. You go, I would like to watch that. You click the buy button. Hit OK, it bills your cable bill, and boom, right there in your living room. No computer necessary. Ring of Honor did their first ever pay-per-view. I guess one of the benefits of the WWE Network, these other satellite and cable providers, they dropped all of WWE stuff, so they were looking to fill the void. Ring of Honor was like, hey, we can give you these pay-per-views. So they're like, yeah, okay, you're in. So Ring of Honor, live from Nashville, Tennessee, from the fairgrounds there. They presented Best in the World. Now, what can I say about this? It was definitely not as good as War of the Worlds last month from New York, to Hammerstein Ballroom in New York, and that's kind of why Dave KocoSports isn't doing this. So if some of you are wondering, well, where's Dave KocoSports? Well, it's simple. He's still upset about that loss, so he's not there. He wasn't inspired to watch the pay-per-view. He's busy laying on his bed looking up at that giant poster of Okada, taped up on his ceiling, and he's rolling around, writing in his little diary, "Dear Okada, oh, how I love your muscular bronze skin when it glistens in the light. I hate that you lost. I really want to be there for you. In fact, I could be your title belt because I would get a hold of your waist and I would hold on and never let go. That ghetto, he's no good for you. I could be your manager. Sincerely yours, the fat white boy, Dave KocoSports." And that's where Dave is. So, but I decided to check it out on my first fucking weekend off, what seems like forever. But I checked it out, and this is a question that we normally ask. It's win, loss, or tie. What did you think about it? Put it down here in the comments. Win, loss, or tie, and then you can be a little bit more specific. Why did you think it was that? Me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to begrudgingly give it a loss. I know, wait a minute, you hear all that, that wind right there, that's like the sound of everybody in the internet infantry just going, that's what that sound is. Some people are putting this over like crazy on the internet, and I checked it out, and I'm not as high on it. Now, that's not to say there was nothing good in it. There was. But there was just some things. There was I'm reminded of like a line from Futurama where it was Fry versus the giant brains, and he just took it as like, aha, I've got the solution here with a lot of plot holes and spelling errors. That was Ring of Honor script tonight. It was full of plot holes and spelling errors. Now, there were some highlights. There were a lot of high spots, but there was a lot of low points in this pay-per-view. So if you want to, just join me here. We're going to break it down, and please hear me out. Now, if you liked it, that's fine. Tell me why you liked it. Why do you appreciate it? This is, it's America, man, or at least it is over here. You can appreciate all the good things going on. First things first. They came out Best in the World 2014, like I've said, from Nashville, Tennessee. The first match ever was a six-way match for a future Ring of Honor television title shot. The competitors were Tommaso Ciampa, ACH, Watanabe from New Japan, Caprice Coleman, BJ Whitmer, and Tadarius Thomas. All in all, I really didn't like this match. I liked a lot of the guys in it, in particular ACH and Caprice Coleman. Even Tadarius Thomas had some good spots. Tommaso Ciampa, he actually stepped his game up, so I'll definitely give him props for this. He pulled some stuff I hadn't seen out of him, so I will definitely give him props for this. The reason I didn't like this was this kind of turned into like a six-man tag, and this is for a shot at a singles title. So if you're just having it out there to fill some spots, that's absolutely fine. Go right ahead and do that. However, when it's for like a singles title, why are you turning this into, for one, a six-man tag where you have to tag in and out, be in somebody's corner? I mean, I know you can declare, any corner is your own and whatever, but why is this, for one, why is this not a free-for-all? I can understand it being one fall to a finish to add more drama. That's fine. But I feel like if you're going to do this, if you want to save time, make it one fall to a finish, and then you have all six guys in there doing all kinds of spots. It makes sense for people to break up things. It makes sense for people to want to be involved, and you really got to be on your game. If you want to drag it out a little bit longer, which I think they could have gotten away with, maybe shorten a couple other matches, this could have been an elimination match, and it adds a little bit more drama. Okay, who's still in it? Okay, they're beat up. Can they still keep going? I think that would have helped out. As I mentioned before, there were some good spots in here, particularly ACH. This guy has really just popped up on my radar this year. I know, bad boom boom. I am not a hardcore Ring of Honor fan, but I do like Ring of Honor. No, honestly, I do. I really like Ring of Honor. I think they've got a good product. I think it's because of the how they've been running their business and how they've been booking their shows is the reason why they're still in business, even though they've took major hits from WWE when they've gobbled up pretty much all their superstars. I mean, Samoa Joe went to TNA, CM Punk went to WWE, Claudio Castagnoli went to WWE, Chris Hero went to WWE, but now he's back. Then Steen's going, and then they've done a pretty good job about reloading. So let me just say that. But ACH definitely has gotten my attention. Just that huge fucking suicide dive. He did it last month at War of the Worlds, did it again, and it just looked absolutely beautiful. Tommaso Ciampa, the one that I liked that he did was when he put Watanabe in the corner to pull down the knee pad and give him those running knee strikes, and then when I thought he was going to hit one more, he just dove over the top rope onto more people. I've never seen him do anything like that. I mean, he's a very athletic guy, especially for someone his size. But anyway, ACH got the pin and therefore has earned a future television title shot. Ciampa, ACH are definitely the highlights. And when I see ACH, one word comes to mind: fun. Absolutely fun. It's fun to watch ACH. It's fun to watch him do these just take two, these high-flying moves. Yeah, see, I did a Porky Pig there. Anyway, did some high-flying moves, and it's just amazing how he's able to control it, how he just looks while he's doing it. I mean, he's just a guy you got to keep your eyes on at all times because, I mean, you don't know what the hell he's going to do. He's going to go airborne and go 15 feet in the fucking air. Just absolutely mind-blowing. But not bad for a opening match. So, not going to say it's bad. It just wasn't great. I think it could have been done better. I think a lot of things with this pay-per-view it was good on paper. It just wasn't as good in execution. I think a few tweaks here, a few tweaks there, and it would have worked absolutely beautiful. It would have been absolutely amazing. I know, and we got some questions here. Did Takaai Watanabe hold his own? Not really. He did a few moves, but really his job for the most of this match was to break up pinfalls, because I think he broke up at least 3 pinfall attempts. So he didn't look like a pogue, but I think he was just kind of there to put a warm body in the spot. But then again, you could almost argue that about BJ Whitmer and Caprice Coleman. You could argue that with them too. So it's not like he was the only guy who didn't do anything. I mean, he had some spots. And Dave is also a huge fan of ACH, I should mention. I'd be hard-pressed to disagree. Next match here we had was actually for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. So, ACH would go on to take on the winner of this match. you had Jay Lethal versus Matt Taven, you know, and they did a job recapping this feud between the two after he lost the title and fired Truth Martini. It talked about the feud, the build-up. I didn't like the match. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. I flat out did not like the match because, to me, the focus of this match was not Matt Taven trying to get back the Ring of Honor Television Championship. The focus was not, okay, here's Jay Lethal. He turned heel. We're seeing a different side of him. A guy who kind of stagnated, but now he did, you know, a heel turn, and now he's with Truth Martini, and now can he defend this title against the former champion? No, it wasn't about any of that. It was about Matt Taven trying to get his hands on Truth Martini. Truth Martini was the focus of this match, which for a title match, okay, if this was just a regular match between Jay Lethal, Matt Taven, let's just take the whole Ring of Honor TV title out, it would have worked. It would have been great. But this was for the television title, and the whole focus was on a manager. Whole focus was on him. To me, that's wrong. And the stipulation with this was Truth Martini had to be handcuffed to ringside. Here's some things I don't, and this is going to be me bringing too much logic into it, maybe overthinking it a little bit. I wish they would have saved it with a stipulation for Truth Martini to be named at the pay-per-view, kind of keep people guessing, what is it going to be? And then say, okay, you're going to be handcuffed to ringside. Oh, that's a big shocker. But here's the thing. He knows that it's going to happen. This guy's a bad guy, and they also had Celestia with them. So what's to keep them from getting the key to the handcuffs? And people were like, well, no, you can't get, yes, you can. You can get keys to handcuffs. That's the thing. Handcuffs are made, I think there's only so many manufacturers of handcuffs, and they all have the same key. So as long as it's made by the same manufacturer and you got the same type of key, it'll work. So why not just, okay, just give me a handcuff key here. It could work. Or, okay, maybe a hacksaw would be a little too much, but why not have like a pair of bolt cutters up under the ring? So all you got to do is reach up under there, boom, clip them, they're done. And it was just a clusterfuck because Matt Taven, anytime he would get anything going, he'd want to go after Truth Martini. He'd get beat up, get stopped. This kept going for a while. They got Celestia out of the way, who, by the way, I will say this. This was definitely a highlight. She looked fantastic in that little black dress and those high heels. Oh, my God, yes. If you only watch this match, watch it for just this reason. Celestia looked great. My God, those thighs, I think she could have cracked like a fucking walnut in between those things. Oh, dear God, that girl's in shape. Anyway, I thought what was going to happen was you were going to have, like I said, the handcuff key, that Truth Martini got too much of a heads up, so he would be able to undo it and get away, or have Celestia come and cut it with a pair of bolt cutters. No, they did this when everybody else was down, and it looked like Taven was finally going to get his hands on Martini. Martini bribed security. He bribed the head of security, and the security wouldn't let Taven go anywhere near him, so he slapped him, and then eventually Taven hit a super kick on him. But by the time he got over there, Celestia had broken the handcuffs, because, yeah, that totally happens, right? That's totally realistic. Anyway, he goes back in the ring, gets hit with a lethal injection, and loses the match. Jay Lethal retains the television title. To me, this would have been good for, like, a regular show. Or had they disguised it where they said, okay, okay, Truth, there's going to be a special stipulation that you're going to have to abide by, but we're not going to tell you to the pay-per-view, and don't give them a time to plan. So, to me, just Truth Martini was the focus of the match, not the Ring of Honor TV title. If it's not on the line, that's fine, but it is. I think that was just not, I don't think that was great for that. So, anyway, tell me what you thought about it. Next year, this was actually a good match here. Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander. Now, these two have been having a feud built up. Now, remember the decade, the faction that Roderick Strong is with. cost Cedric Alexander his match against Okada. Oh, there's that name again. Somewhere Dave Kokotis is smiling just because I mentioned that word. Anyway, sorry, I cracked myself up. This match was pretty good because you got the Messiah of the Backbreaker. He's also got that version of the Lion Tamer called the Stronghold. Cedric Alexander, obviously at a disadvantage. He only agreed to this match solely to get his hands on Roderick Strong. This was a submission match. He had no submission, at least not going into this. They went in there, and I thought it was going to be a slow match. I thought it was just going to be, some ground and pound grinding, rest holds, trying to basically working on the knee or working on the arm to work in a submission hold or hit the neck. No, they fucking went at it. They fucking kept going. There was a bad spot, and when I mean bad, I mean like fucking awesome. Strong fucking backflip Cedric Alexander, boom, from the outside onto the ring apron. I thought he broke him in half. They did some fall-away backbreakers. He did the... Sorry, I lost my place there, but anyway, Cedric Alexander dropped. They went to the top rope. Cedric Alexander backdropped Roderick Strong, put him in his own submission hold, hit him with that little falling backbreaker, dropped him from the top, hit him with a back cracker or a backstabber, what do you want to call it, put him in the stronghold. That's Roderick Strong's own submission hold, and he tapped. Absolutely amazing. That was a great match. I think one of the best matches of the night. Next year, this one wasn't so bad, but they kind of fucked it up a little bit later, and I'll explain why. You had a tag team action. You had the Briscoes versus Matt Hardy and Mike Bennett tag team match. This kind of went back and forth for a little bit, for like about 5 minutes or so. And then Bennett hit one of the Briscoes with the Icon title, and they called for the disqualification. Everybody started screaming bullshit. Jane Mark called out Nigel McGuinness. McGuinness turned it into a no disqualification. Anything goes. And they rang the bell, and they started beating the ever-loving crap out of each other. Matt Hardy, who the Ring of Honor fans, to say that they hate him, really doesn't do it justice. I mean, they absolutely hate Matt Hardy. He is the stick that stirs up that pot in Ring of Honor. And he did this sick move where they flung him right into the security rail on top of about 3 chairs. They threw chairs in the rings. They busted out the tables. They did some running elbows on the outside. At this point, the ending, I tell you what, skip the first 10 minutes of this match. That's all you need to know. In fact, pick it up right where they announced that it's no disqualification, because, boom, they threw it right into 4th gear. Mark Briscoe did a flying elbow drop from the top rope outside of the ring onto Matt Bennett through a table. And I was like, oh, shit. And then as Matt Hardy was climbing the ladder, going up against Jay, other brother came in there. No, actually, it was on Mark. Jay goes in there, sprayed Matt Hardy with a fire extinguisher, then picked him up, and superplexed him off the top of this ladder. It had to be at least a 12-foot ladder. I'm not joking. At least 12-foot ladder. Superplexed him off that through the table. I thought Matt Hardy was fucking dead. I mean, and to add insult to injury, after he superplexed him, Jay picked him up and hit him with the J driver, or the J driller, excuse me, and picked up the win for his team. I mean, that just the bumps alone is what sold it. Skip the first. Like I said, skip like the first 10 and just watch it right after they go into no disqualification mode, because it picks up. Let's see here. Next, we had not really a grudge match, but we had Kevin Steen versus Silas Young. I don't know what it is, but my computer hates Silas Young. Yes, I'm not joking. My computer hates Silas Young because at 2 points, and it was at the same time, anytime Silas Young was given any kind of promo, boom, my computer froze. It was just like lock up. I have to refresh the web page and get everything going again. And both times it was because Silas Young was on the screen. So I'm pretty sure that my computer hates Silas Young. But Kevin Steen, while this was definitely not his last match in Ring of Honor, he has kind of mentioned that it will be. He'll be wrapping up in August, so he's got about a month and a half to wrap up the company. But I thought this was going to be his last match, but I was wrong. I know what happens. Okay, refresh now. This was a great singles match. He went back and forth. They started selling this as, with the Raw went to the outside, that Steen's head snapped back when he hit the guardrail, so he was, selling a neck injury. They did swanton bombs. My personal favorite was the Death Valley driver from the top rope and the package pile driver, and boom, got the pin, 1, 2, 3. Steen picked up the win against Silas Young. This was definitely a good match. So all in all, I mean, there was some good stuff, but then it gets ridiculous. All right, so he gets this win. He gives this, addresses the crowd, addresses Silas Young, and told him, you can't call me, you can't say that I didn't beat you. And he says, and things I can't say about you, I can't say that, you're not a good professional wrestler. So they shook hands, and then Steen was, addressing the crowd, and then Silas Young went back into the ring and sneak attacked him, beat the crap out of him, and I think that just completely killed the crowd right there. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to set it up for a good farewell match. They will probably have like another kind of like main event, like another show where Silas probably keeps getting the better of Kevin Steen, and I'm hoping they send out Kevin Steen with a big win, and before he goes out to NXT and becomes Steen Kevin. That's a joke. Don't take that seriously, please. Nobody write that down. Boom said that Kevin Steen's name in NXT is going to be Steen Kevin. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm making a joke. Anyway, next, this was a match here that it looked good on paper, but in execution, not so much. You had the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, reDRagon, that's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, versus Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. We can't call him Bad Influence because I think TNA still holds the trademark to that. In fact, here's my challenge, kids, just for shits and giggles. What do you think we should call Christopher Daniels and Kazarian in Ring of Honor? What kind of tag team name do you think they should have? Put it down here in the comments. Let me know. This match was just slow. I mean, the crowd was dead. After watching, reDRagon and the Young Bucks, I was like, holy shit, they're going to have another good match because you got Christopher Daniels, Kazarian coming out. Like, this is going to be the tag team. Titles are going to be on the line. Well, strike one was Tom Lawler didn't come out with a reDRagon. They just had a couple of jabronis roll up the fucking sign for like 10 seconds, roll it back up, walk out. And I'm like, okay, I can live without that. Next, it just, I don't know. It seemed like Kazarian and Daniels, you could tell they hadn't been in the ring in a while. It seemed like they were a little rusty. I mean, nothing like absolutely horrible, just a few little spots here and there you could see that they were a little rusty on. I think if they get back into the groove of things, especially working with reDRagon, who I don't believe they've actually worked with before, I think things could definitely pick up. But all it was Christopher Daniels landing on his feet every time he did a moonsault. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly cutting off the ring, Kazarian getting his ass kicked in hot tags, but the crowd was just completely dead. I thought it was going to end when they when reDRagon hit Chasing the Dragon on Kazarian, but Kazarian kicked out. They about took out Christopher Daniels on the outside. They had, I think it was O'Reilly and Kazarian, but Kazarian hit the flux capacitor but messed up his elbow. Went for the pin, didn't hit it. O'Reilly spun back around, hit him with an arm bar. Then Fish cut off Daniels from the outside coming in. Tap out exactly how it how they won the tag team titles last month at Ring of Honor. Almost the exact same finish. reDRagon wins by submission. I'm thinking this isn't going to be a one-time thing because Christopher Daniels said this isn't over. It's kind of weird seeing them as good guys, but I think they've got some work to do because they've got to get the Ring of Honor groove. They've got to get used to working with reDRagon. It wasn't absolutely horrible, but just the fact that the crowd was sitting on their hands more than like for 3/4 of the match, to me, that just really killed it. Now, was it because Kevin Steen got jumped by Silas Young as he was addressing the crowd? Maybe, but this match was actually kind of slow. But you know what? Check it out. Like the last couple of minutes are the best, so check it out and tell me what you think. Let's see here. We're going to take some live comments. Let's see. Fee Krishna. Okay, I hope that's your real name. Just straight up says, Adam Cole was robbed. And I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, I know we've been a little hard, and by we, I mean Dave KocoSports, have been hard on Adam Cole, especially as the definitely, you know, we've been hard, and by hard, you know, like he compared him to John Cena, Adam Cole. He took on Unbreakable Michael Elgin. Now, there was a lot of heat going in this match here. On the last Ring of Honor, and I managed to catch this because I didn't know my cable provider had it because it was only Sinclair broadcast station. And I guess my CW station here is must be broadcast out of Iowa because I managed to catch like the tail end of the last Ring of Honor television show where Adam Cole and Mike Bennett beat up Elgin. They zip tied him to the top rope. They cut off his mullet. They tried to start shaving his head. Mischief, Elgin's wife, came in. He threatened to hit, you know, make her choose whether he hit him with a chair or shaved him the rest of the way bald. She spit in his face, and then Cole put Mischief in a figure-4 leg lock. Just absolutely infuriating Elgin. And they showed that in the preview going this match, and I'm like, okay, here we go. This is definitely going to be. This is definitely. I know it was actually a pretty good match. The crowd actually came back alive, so we can't say that the crowd died for this. Now, was it for Elgin? I would say yes, because Elgin's pretty much been chasing this title for what the last year and a half. I know I'm not like the most hardcore, up-to-date Ring of Honor fan. I can't tell you exactly who the first 3 champions were in any specific order, but I can't, you know. But I know that Elgin's been chasing this title for a while, particularly at the last pay-per-view when he wound up in that 3-way, which pretty much snapped a little undefeated streak he'd been having. But anyway, this match was. I'm going to say thumbs up on this one. You know what? Maybe I should give this pay-per-view a tie, but no, I'm not. Because here's why. This match was going, I mean, it was good back and forth. Cole was holding his own against Elgin. Elgin built like a fucking brick shit house, looking to get the strap. This kept going, I mean, nice back and forth, and eventually it really picked up when Cole missed a super kick on Elgin, and boom, clocked. I mean, fucking clocked referee Todd Sinclair. You know, and this is one of my complaints about professional wrestling is why is it you get these referees, if somebody like a strong breeze catches them, they'll fall over and be unconscious. No, this was done in a way where you have an untrained referee, you know, in terms of being a professional wrestler, gets caught with something that could be arguably considered a finishing maneuver right in the face, full impact. He fucking drops. I mean, fucking drops. Nigel McGuinness, got up from commentary and went over there to go check on him. I mean, that's how bad it was. I mean, everybody, whoa! And then Elgin went through his the buckle bomb, hit him with, and then rolled him up, had him, nobody there to count. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Well, okay. Then I'm like, okay, they've got his out. And then, God damn it. This is where it fucks up. Matt Hardy and Matt Bennett. Remember how I said, oh my God, I thought Matt Hardy was dead? That's how fucking sick that spot looked. Yeah. Bennett gets put through a table. Hardy gets superplexed off a fucking ladder, through a table, hit with the J driller, pinned, 1, 2, 3. They're back out like 2, 3 matches later, interfering in the main fucking event. This just kind of ruined it. I mean, those guys, you shouldn't hear from them. Probably wouldn't even hear from them the first fucking week. I'd really fucking sell it because it looked fucking bad. But when this happened, and them and Maria come out and they start interfering on Adam Cole's defense, I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Here we fucking go. And clocking, hit him with the bell, threw him to the outside. Cole woke up the referee, and I thought, okay, no, don't tell me it's going to end in a count out. No, he got in at 19. Mischief came out and got, actually you had two guys, was it Bo? It was War Machine and somebody else, I forget, but they ran Bennett Hardy to the back, and then Mischief came out, blew the green mist, and Maria, who am I talking about now? I can't even remember now. Anyway, blew the smoke, or not smoke, but mist in her face, Maria, anyway, and ran her out. And so you've got it one-on-one, and they did a lot of false finishes. I think they did 731 false finishes in this match. Maybe that's not factually accurate, but that completely happened. And they came with this near fall. Elgin hit Cole with the buckle bomb into an Elgin bomb. 1, 2, as the hand was about to tap the canvas, Adam Cole kicked out, but streamers were already flying in the air. They thought, oh shit, he's already won it. And the crowd, that started a "we fucked up" chant from the crowd, which I thought was fucking funny. Cole got back on the offense. He hit him with 3 big power bombs. And then eventually, let's see here, hit him with anyway, got the pin, 1, 2, 3. Streamers coming again. Your winner and new Ring of Honor champion, Unbreakable Michael Elgin. So I can see, I was Cole was robbed, at least according to our viewer, or internet infantry now, Fee. I'm not opposed to Michael Elgin winning the title. I'm not opposed to him being champion. I'm not opposed to having him a title run, but I think Ring of Honor was like, oh shit, we're on like legit real pay-per-view. There's not going to be any interruptions in the feed. We've got no excuses. We've got to make something big happen for this pay-per-view. So they wanted to end it on a high note. So they ended it on a title change. I think had this pay-per-view been just a regular iPay-per-view like they had been doing, they would have had Adam Cole retain the title. That's what I believe. I think they only did this because they were on pay-per-view. That's their first live pay-per-view. Excuse me, their first one. So. Having Bennett and Hardy come out and interfere, I think just, for one, it made Ring of Honor look bad because they need to be selling those injuries. I mean, if I get put through a fucking table, take a superplex, and then hit with a pile driver, I promise you, my ass is not going to be up 20 minutes later going back and interfering in somebody's fucking match. Chances are I'm going home, going to the goddamn hospital. Either one, but I'm not going to fucking be out there. And I think that ruined things. Also, I think they pulled the plug on Adam Cole's title run too soon. I'm all for the bad guys getting comeuppance. I'm all for title changes, but I think it was just too soon. But that's just my personal opinion. So, overall, if you're a hardcore Ring of Honor fan, check it out. It's worth a watch. If you're going to be a casual viewer, there's only a handful of matches you really need to watch. I would suggest watching the Roderick Strong Cedric Alexander submission match, maybe like the last 10 minutes of the Briscoes, Matt Hardy, Mike Bennett match, Kevin Steen, Silas Young, if you're into that kind of thing, and then, and I would even, I don't know, it's kind of 50-50 with Adam Cole, Michael Elgin, because to me, that outside interference just killed it for me. It absolutely killed it. I knew you had to have, some drama, and I thought they were going to have Adam Cole retain, but if not, then he needed to do it on his. Elgin needed to do it on his own. To me, that just kind of killed it. But it was a decent main event, so it's worth checking out. Now, you guys, please tell me what you think about it. I'll actually go to take some live comments now. I got a lot to get to here. Eric, this is coming courtesy of Google Plus. He says, "Did Ring of Honor just now give the title to people WWE won't steal like ECW did with Karina. Okay, let's try that again in English. Did Ring of Honor just now give the title to people WWE won't steal? I don't understand your question, Eric. I honestly don't. Is it worth buying? Yeah, that depends. If you were going to spend money on a pay-per-view, I would say go back and buy the DVD of War of the Worlds last month that they did with New Japan. That would definitely be worth buying. If you can get this on discount for like $5, yeah, it's worth a watch. Or maybe watch a couple matches on the interwebs. Yeah, watch it. But as far as like buying like a 30, 40, 50, I don't know how much it is, dollar pay-per-view, I don't know. It just, if you're a really hardcore Ring of Honor fan, go for it. If not, just listen to this recap and maybe try to find something online. Let's see. From Facebook, let's see here. They said, oh, by the way, and it says, Silas Young looks like Dan Severn. Yes, he does. From Facebook, it says, tell Dave to stop being a bitch and man up and do Japan reviews. I will do that. I will totally do that. Let's see here. Elgin posted on Twitter, thank you, everyone. I busted my ass to get here. I will work even harder to represent the Ring of Honor Championship the way it deserves to be. Hey, congratulations to you, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're champion. I really am. Because Michael Elgin would totally watch this fucking podcast and totally stick around through all this shit after I just bashed part of his match here. He would totally stick around to hear me say, yes, congratulations. No, and I'm not being sarcastic. I'm saying congratulations. You deserve it. Way to go. I love the story, the chase. That's great. Keep going. Fran Yelly thinks it's weird that I'm doing a show by myself. Yeah, I think so too. Player dies. Our hero player dies. Thank you very much. He says, Mike Elgin needs a manager. He can't talk at all. He's a champion of a TV company now. He needs to step up his game. His ring work is great, but not enough to where he would need no mic skills. Yeah, but I don't know. Who would you put in that position? Now, typically speaking, with faces, you don't have managers. Bad guys, this is just go through like the laws of, it's like the first laws of first law of thermodynamics, the laws of nature, the laws of gravity. They're like the laws of professional wrestling. They're the laws of professional wrestling. Good guys do not have managers. Bad guys have managers because they need somebody to help cheat on their behalf. Good guys have mentors. They have people that are guiding them, that take them to the next step. Michael Elgin, if he's a good guy and he needs a mentor and he's the Ring of Honor champion, it looks fucking horrible. If he needs to step up his game on the mic, that's actually an argument worth having. I would actually have somebody, in the back coach him, work with him a little bit, maybe show him some old tapes of some guys on the microphone, try to get, it's like somebody like Ricky Steamboat. You deliver those types of promos, just have him just work with them and just keep working with him, and maybe he could step it up. Let's see. Mike Ashman, the Ring of Honor World Championship is finally back home to wrestling country, Toronto, Canada. All hail unbreakable Michael Elgin. Hey, congratulations, Mike. Your guy won it. Michael Elgin, Mike Ashman, Michael Elgin, Dave Kokotis, Okada, Dave Kokotis. There we go. Let's see here. And what are your top 5 contenders for Michael Elgin's Ring of Honor Championship? Oh, that's easy. First, you got to do a rematch with the past champion Adam Cole, because there's always a rematch. So that's 1. Matt Hardy and Mike Bennett, because they interfered on their behalf. So that's 3. I think Silas Young will really impress me. So I think Silas Young needs to be in that mix, and that's 4. And 5, trying to think of another. I would say somebody in the decade. I would say probably like BJ Whitmer, just somebody in the decade, or maybe even Jimmy Jacobs, just somebody with a lot of fucking heat that can really help get him over and solidify him as the champion. So that's about the 5 that are coming off the top of my head right now. And let's see. And then Dave Kocos just says Okada, 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 Okada. I think he likes Okada. What do you think? Definitely worth checking out. But all in all, my thoughts. Again, I'm going to stick by my decision, and I'm going to give it a loss. I think it could have been much better. It should have been. It had potential to be good, but then again, coming off War of the Worlds, that was going to be a tough pay-per-view to follow up. It had your feel good moment. It ended with, so it wasn't a complete total loss. I just expect a little bit more out of Ring of Honor. If this was bullshit, like if TNA pulled this bullshit, I'd be like, good for them. They're trying. They're getting better. If it was WWE, I'd be like, well, fine then. I expect that. Fucking outside interference bullshit, stuff that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I expect that. Whatever. But Ring of Honor, I expect more out of, because I will say that, fuck what people say. I think Ring of Honor is the legit number 2 in this country. No, I really do. I really think Ring of Honor has a better product. I mean, and I was entertained. I think things could have been better, but at least I'm nitpicking them on the right things. I'm nitpicking them about storyline. I'm saying it wasn't bad. It just could have been better. So on paper, good. In practice, not so much. I hope some people bought this pay-per-view who are not Ring of Honor fans, who don't normally get to watch Ring of Honor. Maybe somebody who's watched Ring of Honor for the first time and saw something that they liked. I really hope they do, and I hope they keep coming back to them. I hope Ring of Honor restocks and reloads now that you got Kevin Steen going, and definitely, steps up, keeps their game stepped up, and maybe this is the start of a good thing. Maybe one day Spike TV will cancel TNA and we'll see Ring of Honor on Spike TV. I'm hoping. But be sure to let me know what you think. You need to tell me, was this pay-per-view a win? Was this pay-per-view a loss? Or was this a pay-per-view, take two, was this pay-per-view a tie? Make sure you put it down here in the comment sections here on YouTube. Let's see, I think we're actually out of questions. I'll hang around for a couple more minutes, so get your questions in if you've got any. Let's see here, but before that, I got to do some shameless self-promotion. Be sure to check us out at KocoSports.com. That's KocoSports.com. It's your home for all combat sports, which includes boxing, mixed martial arts, pro wrestling, amateur wrestling, sumo wrestling. If you can get your nose broke doing it, we've got it there on that website. And we've also got our very popular video on demand section. We've got a lot of good videos on there. Link. Be sure to check it out. We've also got our news site. We've got our blog, such as Coco's Corner, which is produced by Dave Kocos, the founder and the CEO of KocoSports.com. A lot of good stuff to go in there. We're available 24/7, so be sure to check it out at KocoSports.com. It's where the world goes to kick ass. Well, I'm fresh out of questions here. So if you've got any questions, just put them in here, and I'll try to get back to you. Tomorrow night is Monday. Dave and I will be back, and we will combine our forces here, and we will do our Monday Night Raw review right after Raw wraps up and gets underway. And I just got one last question in here, and this will be the last question tonight, and I'm going to go. If you could exchange Cena for any wrestler in Ring of Honor, who would it be and why? Oh, God. Well, that means that John Cena would have to go to Ring of Honor. But then again, he would actually have to wrestle. So that'd be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. I think ACH could be explosive. He could be somebody there, but he's got something that doesn't exactly work in his favor with WWE. I think Silas Young could finally be that bad guy that they're looking for, because the guy comes off as a real son of a bitch. Jay Lethal maybe, but then again, he's got something that's going against him, and plus he's a former TNA guy, so he could get buried. I know they sure as hell wouldn't take Matt Hardy back because he brings too much fucking baggage with him. The Briscoes, no, because I think that's just something they don't want to touch. But then again, I didn't think they would get. I didn't think they'd want to touch Kevin Steen, and they have. Adam Cole, he would be another pretty boy. Because I think they would compare him too much to John Morrison. I guess if I had to go with a final answer, I would probably say not B.J. Whitmer, Silas Young. I think Silas Young would be that bad guy that they're looking for. I think he comes off as a really smarmy guy, someone that you absolutely would just despise, and WWE would finally get a bad guy that was bad, that people fucking hated and booed the hell out of. So I'm thinking he would be a good addition. But as far as faces go, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just say it anyway. ACH, because I'm high on the guy right now. I enjoy watching his matches the past couple of months, so fuck it. Why not? Good guy, ACH, because he's fucking awesome. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to stop recording now, but be sure to check us out here. Like us and subscribe to us here on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. We're also on Twitter at KocoSports.com. That's KOCO Sports.com. So this is Boom Boom. And for my partner, Dave Kokotis, I'm just going to say, I am over.